That bunny does not look tiny. Oh, no. Okay, new game. This is gonna be great, and by great I mean terrible. But like terrible in a great way. Do you get what my English is putting down? It's gonna be fucked. How's that? The wind clawed at my window all night long. I wandered the fields and howled like a hungry beast. An endless song weaved from all sorts of voices, shrill, gentle, sneery, twined in the air. They were shouting and laughing, and arguing about something. Someone was running through the snow while casting long shadows that would occasionally creep close to my bed.
Oh, yeah.
AJ, thank you for gifting a sub to Sailing Saturn. Sailing Saturn, welcome to Miro Superheroes. I hope you enjoy your time here. I hope you enjoy your emotes, and I hope you enjoy your sub barrel. Welcome, welcome. Our house had a mind of its own. The creaky old mind of a building that had seen a lot in its days and was seemingly trying to share its wisdom with the inhabitants. The lonely house faced the forest, and the dark green thicket gazed back with its hollow eyes, rustling, whizzing, swaying back and forth. One could come out and stand at the edge of the forest to reassure themselves there was nobody behind the crooked trees. Fuzzy silhouettes swaying in the wind couldn't possibly do any harm. It's just a play of light and shadow. Just a play. I knew it was just my imagination. I was already 12 after all. Still. There was a fox in that, I think. Hey, put away your book. How many times have I told you you're not to read at the table? It's bad for your health. Look at how slouched you are. Oh, hide. Oh, I have to actively hide. Oh shit, busted. I didn't protest and I put the book about Conan the Barbarian aside. I was stuck on a line I couldn't understand after reading it 3 times anyway. Ola had already finished her breakfast and was munching on some cookies. Oh, great, good. Yell at the kid for reading at the table, but let your daughter eat cookies for breakfast. Good mom. She was so enthusiastic, she almost looked like your typical girl from commercials. You're not going anywhere until you finish all of it. I, on the other hand, was still trying to drill a hole in the plate with my eyes. I thought it said a plate of eyes. I was like, what? Oh my god, she's making me eat eyeballs. Oh, it looks like she's on something. Yeah, it's called sugar. She's on cookies. I, on the other hand, was still trying to drill a hole in the plate with my eyes, as if that would make the porridge disappear. Hazy anxiousness welled up inside, all because of the previous sleepless night, the black forest around our house, and the gloomy wind. The longer I waited, the colder the lumpy white substance became. It looked like a jellyfish from the Custio Odyssey. I love that show. I wonder how horrifying the bottom of the ocean is. Oh, it's bad. This video game is already mega disturbing. I know, right? It's What the Fuck Wednesday if I ever saw one, except it's a Friday, so buckle up. Or how cold the Black Forest is at night. The spoon fell out of my hand. Mom showered me with a cold glare from her green eyes. What did I just say? I'll get it. I had 10 seconds to catch my breath before battling the nasty porridge once again. I felt around for the spoon. What is this? Carved on the other side of the table. Is that Russian again? Karina. Ah, Karina. That's my mom's name. I guess she carved it out with something pointy when she was little. Oh shit. She sure was a rascal damaging the furniture like that. She would scold me for a week if I did something similar though. Should I remind her about it? No, she's in a bit of a bad mood lately. I imagined her being my age sitting under this table. I wonder, was Mom afraid of the dark back then? Or the sounds coming from the attic? What's in the attic? Usually it's in the basement. Is it raccoons? Do you have raccoons in your attic? Or the thick forest? Ooh, spooky. Oh, is this my babushka? I think that's right. I imagined my grandma coming into my little mom's room, sitting at the edge of the bed where Oyla sleeps nowadays, and saying this in her soft, soothing voice. Oh man, can I conjure up a soft, soothing voice? Probably not. Aiga? Aiga is a special place, little girl. It's watching you closely, sniffing you out, trying to discern what kind of beast you are. If you're a good sort, it won't abandon you in times of trouble. But if you're a bad apple, it'll grab you by the side and drag you around under the ground. Oh, fuck that. And that would be it. Grandma was caring. She never fought with anybody, never yelled, never swore. Those were the times without the maddening screams until late at night, without smashed dishes and mutual accusations. Our parents used to love each other back then. Oh. I remember listening in on one of their conversations by chance. They were talking about Grandma getting prepared for her funeral. She had already bought a casket. She called it her cute funeral box. It waited for its time in the closet, patiently. That's a little fucked up. Your voice is always soft and soothing, especially the Miro voice. You have such odd tastes. All of the pixels in this game are made up of tiny rabbits. Secretly, yes. Secretly, everything here is a rabbit. It was black, upholstered with... Oh my god. Again, I thought it was just upholstered with meat, and I was like, Grandma has a meat coffin? What? This family's weird. Meat-colored material, so like a dark red, I'm assuming. It was black, upholstered with maroon on the inside. I saw it when my grandma was getting buried. The house didn't change since the time she was alive, only all of the photos were gone. Glass-covered pictures with gray faces of my ancestors. They had all died, but watchful look in their eyes. I crawled out from under the table. Oyla was done with her cookies and was looking at my share like a sly woodland critter. This bitch is after my cookies. My breakfast cookies. The fuck uses meat color to describe furniture? I think it might just be a weird translation thing, I'm assuming, because the original was obviously in Russian, right? I mean, you don't have a meat coffin? Not yet. I don't plan on dying, so... But when I get close, I'll put my meat coffin in the closet to prepare. I turned my gaze towards the frosty window. There were a lot of dark pines out there, but they didn't grab my attention. The pattern of frost formed a picture on the glass. Yeah, it's the fox. You guys see the fox? It's got some ears and some eyeballs and its little snoot. Oyla, look, it's a fox. Where? It looked almost like an optical illusion thing that they put on the back of student notebooks. A mixture of lines at first glance, but when you blur your vision a little bit and look under a certain angle, not outside, on the window. Look, there's a nose, and here's... Hey, eat up! Yes, just a moment. I don't see anything. Hurry up, there's not much time left. There's not much left. There's not much porridge soup. There's no one on Twitch named Meat Coffin? Thank God! Who wants to claim that username, boys?
Oh, yeah.
Aaron, thank you for gifting a sub to Cheer Up! Cheer Up. Welcome to Miro Superheroes. I hope you enjoy your time here. I hope you enjoy your emotes and your sub barrel. Someone make AJ's dream come true. What about beef coffin or chicken coffin? Beef coffin is so much worse. By the way, I just want you guys to know that as a QA tester, we get this list from like Microsoft, Sony of like words that they've banned, right? And we have to try out usernames and make sure that they've banned everything on that list. Like people can't make usernames. My favorite one to this day, the word you cannot use, beef curtains. And if you know why that's bad, you know. And if you don't know, I'm not explaining it. Beef curtains. It's like number 18, we all knew. Number 18. Oh, there it is. Oh, but it still doesn't look like one. I'm telling you it does. Nuh-uh. It does. Stop it. These kids, I swear, this lady's a bitch. Now I couldn't see the fox either. It disappeared, went away. Only the frosty patterns, similar to stretched out nettle leaves, kept creeping up the glass. I never ever want to know. You don't. Pork curtains are fine though. Oh no. Is that where you hang your meat in the window to turn sun-dried into turkey? Into jerky? Yes. Yep, that's it. You got it. My dad entered the kitchen with long, measured steps. I want to have a beard like his when I grow up. This man looks like a fucking silver fox. Mom would always ask jokingly, "Come on, shave it off, it stings." This was long ago. Nowadays, rumbling doors and witty comebacks were an everyday occurrence. Oyla always covers her ears whenever she hears something like, "What's the point in all this?" through the wall. "It's all for your sake," Dad would reply, "for the sake of our family." I always caught every sound in fear of hearing the most dreaded, the deadliest word that started with a D. Dick. The most deadly word that starts with a D. All of this kid's aspirations were beard-based. Is he blacko? Yes. I'm a fan of box of cow tongues for doing food or horrible offensive euphemism. Box of cow tongues. Gross. I think we're talking about divorce. Unfortunately, not dick. I don't even want to finish it. It was scary to imagine that me and my little sister could be torn apart and taken to two different families. Anyway, your fox is nothing. I have an owl on my window. You and your owl talk again. You said you believed me just yesterday. Has anybody seen my car keys? I remember leaving them on the windowsill. That's not a very safe place for your fucking keys. Your dang bot didn't let me post my message on account of a perfectly innocent word. I don't know what you're talking about. Right. Maybe you did, maybe not. You're a grown man, a father of two, and still. Karina, please stop. Just let me get ready in peace. Your keys are in the basket near the phone. Well, thank you very much. Anton. Stop making a martyr out of yourself and finish eating already. And the owl. There was no owl. But there was one. It had giant glowing eyes. Oyla sprung up from her chair and placed her hand on her little face. This girl has a bunny on her hoodie. I don't like it. Imitating a pair of eyes with her fingers, the size of an apple each. Last year, you had Bobby in your closet, and now this owl? Bobby. Was that? Oh, nope. What's this button do? Nope. Oh, that's auto. Stop. Oh, shit. Okay. But I saw it. Oyla shifted her gaze back and forth from Dad to Mom to me, but couldn't find any support. Have you thought about befriending it? You know, like feeding it with imaginary mice? Don't bully our girl. Hold on. Hold on. This is getting a little intense here. Let's take it down. Let's take it down a notch. Let's slow our roll here. Can't say that B word in chat? Blacko came out of the womb with a beard. He doesn't need to aspire for one. I love that my restriction on the word baby makes you guys be really creative. Like, coming out of the womb with a beard. Chef's kiss. She's just afraid to sleep alone because she's still little. Oyla pouted her lips in rebellion and rushed into the hallway. The staircase that led to the second floor creaked. Mom gave Dad a strict look. Oh man, look at that bitch face. Oh, that look in her eyes. It was so uncomfortable to be pinned under. Dad just snorted in reply and left, bringing the keys he'd just found. A minute had passed and the same theme from The Little Mermaid echoed through the house. And the theme song from The Little Mermaid echoed through the house. It was stored on an incredibly worn out cassette tape, which Dad already had glued together once. Jesus. It's so easy to fix objects by gluing them back together, for example, but how do you fix a relationship? Mom moved to the living room and I was left alone, anxiously stealing glances out the window. Aww. Oila had trouble sleeping ever since we moved to this house. She would toss and turn and curl up in a ball under her blanket. Sometimes she would jump up in the middle of the night and turn on the VCR. Cartoons helped take her mind off the troubles we had with the move and our parents. What the fuck is that? That is not an owl. That is not an owl. And then Oila said that she saw a giant flying monster outside her window. She became obsessed with it. Our parents did everything in their power. They tried every little trick to get rid of those ridiculous fears. Oila refused to sleep alone and didn't believe the owl was just one of her nightmares. After tonight, I was unsure what to make of my sister's words, what to think of it myself. Can nightmares be infectious? Just last night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep, so I ended up thinking of what to expect in my new school. There were a couple of days left before the beginning of the new term. My imagination drew long, twisting hallways that led to a classroom full of kids, but all the students behind their desks were simply dark figures, cut out using a template. Oh, that's disturbing. Circular holes gapped in the middle of their faces, and pairs of eyes that blinked inside those holes. It was as if some completely different creatures were looking at me from behind the flat, black silhouettes. I wouldn't be able to sleep if this is what my mind was doing either. Their cruel little glances, filled with icy sneers, made me shiver from head to toe. Will I survive here? Won't they gang up on me and beat me down? Stomp on me with their bloodied shoes? What kind of school has this kid gone to in the past? That his expectations are to get stomped by bloody shoes. Is this what school's like in Russia? The damn school can burn for all I care. I just wished for anything to happen to it. Doesn't really matter what. I didn't want to go there that badly. I didn't want to see people who were just itching to smack me on the head, trip me, think of a new offensive name for me, worse than the previous one. I felt like the glasses I wore made me an outsider or just some sort of monster. My gaze slid across the drawings hanging on the walls. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but Oila begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as of late. The small circles of friends I had also enjoyed my paintings, and they promised to call me from time to time. Sometimes I imagined Mom picking up the phone and saying in a cold voice, "You've got the wrong number," or "Anton isn't around." Anton is not around. I imagined my future classmates lying in their beds just like me, listening to the howls of invisible werewolves outside their windows. Maybe my new classmates will like me after all. But who would ever like a boy with thick glasses? I mean, my dad used to wear glasses when he was little, and now he's married to the most beautiful woman on the planet, my mom. The house creaked, pressed by the wind. The condo we used to live in, a 9-floor concrete building, buzzed with the neighbor's drill, mumbled with a TV set from behind the wall, cried like a baby from the big family next door. Our current house, though I can't really call it new, was completely different. It was silent and easygoing during the day. Its shadows lay dormant in the corners, on the closet cobwebs, and under the stairs. But they all woke up during the night. Something was watching me from every corner, almost as if the old photos of my diseased family with their ashen eyes were hanging on the walls in place of my drawings. Fuck this, man. What the fuck? The floor was squeaking, rusty drains were moaning. The attic was occupied by noisy drafts. No, it's definitely raccoons. One could think the house was performing some sort of demonic melody, and then I realized I was, in fact, hearing music. It was already playing for a good while. Somewhere at the edge of my perception, I could hear a flute. It was mixed in with the sound of the wind, of the creaking old house, and my thoughts too. I stood and rushed to the window. I wanted to reassure myself that the music was nothing more than a production of my imagination. It's not like someone is playing it there amidst the cold, snowy night, right? Oh, I don't wanna open it. This is more scary than I thought it would be, and I don't want to do it. We gotta do it. It was a lot brighter than I expected it to be. What the fuck? Fox orgy. Actually, it looks more like an animal rave. I think there's a bear? 30 foxes and an owl having a rave. It's a rave! Someone was dancing in the fields. Black silhouettes I could barely make out, with the dark forest as their backdrop. They jumped around, basked in the moonlight, bumped into piles of snow, rolled around, and crawled on all fours. Stories about wolves playing under the moon came to mind, but these were clearly not wolves. They stood upright at times, circled around holding hands and whipping up snow, disappearing into the shadows for a brief moment and then coming back. Something bizarre was going on. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made me my imagine go wild. Jesus. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made my imagination go wild, making me anxious at the same time. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh no. Suddenly, the music had stopped. The dancing shadows froze in place and I could swear, pierced me with their eyes. One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre shadow carnival and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. 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 No. No. One of the things I hate more than anything else in this world is when things move unnaturally very fast towards you. Fuck that. Oh my god, no. You guys ever watched, like, I think it was The Unborn. There might be a couple other horror movies that do it, but anytime that like a character is in like a back bridge with their head in a different direction, like walking like on all like hands and feet but upside down, do you know what I'm talking about? That shit is a no. No. It glided on squeaky snow without leaving any prints until it was devoured by the pitch black shadow of the house, which became even darker and thicker. My heart was jumping around like a bird inside a cage. Good. Correct response. I shut those fucking curtains with a swift motion and stepped back towards the bed. They saw me. Freezing torrent of fear washed over me. I stood in the middle of a perfectly dark room and listened to some unwanted guest move and scrape around looking for an entrance. Crab walking. Yeah, crab walking. Fuck that. The sound moved to the right. It then circled around the house. Now my guest should be at the front door. I jumped into the bed and covered myself with the blanket as if it could protect me. The shackles of fear locked my muscles. I remember the funeral, my grandma lying there, hands crossed over her chest, her facial features sharp like that of a tin doll. Ants running up and down the legs of the chairs that held my grandma's casket. What kind of third world country? I imagine those little creatures climbing up her head and pulling up her eyelids with their tiny legs. Then her wrinkly eyeballs would once again move inside their socket and she'd be able to see her grandchildren. I was chanting the spell she taught me throughout the whole procedure. And now, lying under my blanket and listening to squeaks and howls, I was repeating the same words. On the island of Bunya, underneath the blemished sun, in the sea of color blue, stands a cabin made of wood. There lay lard and ashen hair for the spawn from Devil's Lair, to feast and always leave alone God's faithful servant named Anton. Evil leave this house must, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Bizarre sounds had disappeared. I cautiously peeked out from under my blanket and saw curtains waving around like a hangman. And then the night doused me in a new portion of boiling terror. No. Sounds scratched at my eardrums. In reality, something or someone was scratching at the front door, hurriedly clawing at the wood, demanding to be let in. The door was shut. Dad had become very cautious recently, and he had installed a sturdy lock. I remember him staring at the forest intently as if he was looking for someone. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I hugged my knees, placing my chin between them, and drilled the door with my eyes. It was so flimsy and weak before the might of the darkness. And then... no! The doorknob twitched, slightly. It turned halfway, once, twice, as if the person who tried to enter had no hands. The doorknob tilted once more, and then... it started clicking violently. My jaw cramped with fear, my wet fingers clutched the blanket. The door creaked and opened. The wind taunted me, moaning inside the tin drains. Now you'll see. The door was wide open. The darkness writhed inside the carnivorous mouth of the doorway. Tony. It was as if the night itself had called out to me, flapping its black wings and squeaking with rusty hinges. I was trembling and snared by the web of darkness that hung in the corners of my room, waiting for the one who weaved it to come out from the gaping black hole. Tony. My abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, ready to exhale a desperate scream. But before I was able to do anything, the darkness asked me, Tony, you asleep? Fucking little sister! My sister's pale face protruded from the thick shadows. I almost screamed from relief. Oila! I'm not sleeping. Did something happen? Oila frowned and stuck out her lower lip, a clear sign that she was about to cry. It's there again, staring at me. Shoo her away, Tony, please. I'm so scared. Grashank? Do you mean Garshunk? The Garshunk shark? Gashunk? Isn't it Garshunk? Isn't there an R? I've always said it the Garshunk shark. I guess it's exactly what I needed at 4 a.m. before I go to sleep. You're welcome, Sassy. Lord, that creeped me out. All right. The fear that was tormenting me just a minute ago crawled away, and I hid somewhere in my stomach. I needed to calm Oila down. It was just a dream, silly. Don't be scared. Dreams don't bite. No one's going to harm you. Oila sobbed. She was trying her best to believe me. But was I sure myself? I have an idea. Let's go to your room and watch the video Sleeping Beauty, for example. You like that cartoon, don't you? Why does the Sleeping Beauty have a prince and I have this scaredy bird? The question took me by surprise. All right, let's watch Cinderella. My thoughts became tangled, fuzzy. What was that? What studied me with its eyes while dancing feverishly under the moon? The darkness was clinging to the window, and it couldn't be fooled by Grandma's old chants. It couldn't be satisfied with the feast of lard and the long ashen hair. Tony, you coming? Yes, just a moment. Oh, fuck! Jesus. We got dead. What's so squelchy? Oh, we got some live action animation on that one. That's why I didn't want to laugh at Oila and her owl in the morning. Who could be visiting us in the middle of nowhere? Bye, Mom. We don't know anyone around here. So persistent. I feel extremely unsettled just from a silly thought that our morning guests could have come from the woods. I could barely hear voices coming from the front door. My mind was urging me to hide. In the closet. Under the table. Behind the curtains where Oila always hides. Tony, come here! I felt like kettlebells were tied to my feet, but still dragged them towards the hallway. Oh god, the cops? Ah, shit! What do we do to get the cops? No, Mom, I promise it wasn't me. A couple of policemen towered over me in the doorway. They smelled like frost and worry. Mom always winced and grumbled the moment she saw patrol's cars, worse than bandits. At the moment, though, she looked somewhat confused. Hello? The senior officer, who wore a grim expression, nodded. A boy had gone missing yesterday. His name's Bova. Look at this, please. Have you seen him? The police held out a photograph to me. Nope. There was a ginger boy around the age of elementary school, pictured with a wall carpet as the backdrop. What's a wall carpet? Is that a thing? What's a wall carpet? People put carpets on their walls in Russia? Tapestry! Okay. I was picturing somebody just putting like a floor rug put up on the wall. Tapestry makes a lot more sense. Okay. Pictured with a tapestry as the backdrop. He had a striped cat in his hands and wore a wide smile. No, I haven't. Are you sure? Look closely. Where would I have seen him? I don't know anyone around here. I barely leave the house. Well, maybe you've seen him from the window? Well, that's right. Your window looks straight at the forest, don't they? The window. No, I haven't seen anything. I see. He sounded tired, but his eyes, his stare, long and heavy, was full of suspicion. I didn't do it. Was not me. I squirmed unwittingly under the weight of guilt, which his giant shadow cast over me. The policeman finally tore his eyes from me and glanced over the hallway, the stairway, and the cracks in the ceiling, which I hadn't noticed before for some reason. How do you like your new place, by the way? Getting used to it? Bit by bit. It's just our little daughter misses the city a lot. Misses the city, huh? Have the locals been treating you well? Oh yes, everything is all right, thank you. The policeman pierced me one more time with his gray eyes. My head started spinning. Can I help you somehow? I asked that in a shaky voice to look like a polite boy and to end this unpleasant conversation sooner. Now that I think about it, you look just like one of my nephews, little fella. He's a witty boy around your age, wears the same type of goggles, haha. Always engrossed in reading those mystery novels. Told me he wants to enroll in the police school when his family visits this summer. Want to help other people just like me, see? I felt uncomfortable, as if a distant relative, and not a police officer, stood before me. Oh, you know what? Little boys like you should stay at home, steer away from trouble. These times have changed so much. Mom interjected in a cold voice. Oh, you don't say. Well then. What grade are you in, Tony boy? 6th? Have you made any friends here so far? Not yet. I'll be going to school for the first time after the break. Then I'll leave you my number just in case. Call me if you have any new info. The policemen were going along with their shadows, the smell of cheap cologne and the photo of the smiling boy. His face still stood before my eyes. I wondered what it was like for him, being all alone there. For some reason, I thought of the forest swaying in the wind. What did his poor parents feel? And what would my parents do if I'd gone missing? Would they cry and thrash around hysterically? Or would they accuse each other like they always do and forget about me eventually? Damn. Watch out for the murder, bunny! How do you feel about Ginger? Jesus. Don't make me educate you. Ginger is your word? What do you mean that's your word? Only a ginger can call another ginger. Ginger? Okay. Mom, this Vova, did he go missing in our forest? Seems like it, poor child. I looked out the window, at the road. The police, Yaz? The police car? Drove off towards the village. The officer's nephew came to mind when I was splitting off old paint from the windowsill. I remembered all the teenage mystery novels from the Black Kitty series I read this summer. Your average boys and girls investigated all sorts of mysteries there. They looked for clues, spied on suspicious people, and after a set of amazing adventures, bam, solved any complicated case. Sounds like me, as a detective. They become local celebrities and must have made their parents very proud. I noticed a trail of the policeman's footprints that led into the forest, and then it clicked in my head. Why don't I start an investigation of my own? Maybe I'll find that lost boy. Ta-ha! 'Tis a mystery! Oh, error! Alright, I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for gifting so many subs. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I will see you next time. And I'll get a reward. Oyla will be so happy. And not only Oyla, Mom and Dad too. Maybe they'll even forget about their quarrels for a while. Maybe I'll even save us from the D word. They just shouldn't. They shouldn't have raised it like that. I fantasize about buying Oyla a Tamagotchi and getting a cassette player and a bunch of tapes for myself. Okay, so this has to be the 90s. Like, cassette player, like, cool, maybe the kids retro. Tamagotchi? Definitely gotta be the 90s. Save us from the ticks, Miro. I will. I will do my best. Personally, I feel being a redhead is better than being blonde. I've never had red hair. I mean, you guys have pretty much seen the extent of all my hair colors at this point. It's just like brown, a little bit lighter brown, a little bit darker brown. Okay, so we want to get our Tamagotchi. And a whole box of Kinder Surprise. Oh man, that's how you know this isn't America. That shit's illegal. When was the last time our parents bought us any toys? Last autumn, I think? My dad had lost his job at the time. And there's that annoying song about it. I had little to no idea what the accountant's job was like. They count money, I think. Neighbors used to envy us, but nowadays mom and dad barely had money to afford sweets, and dad would always divide a single chocolate bar between me and Oyla. Sometimes I gave her my share too. No matter how much I wanted to eat sweets, she was still just a pipsqueak. I couldn't wait to go out, look for clues. I'm going outside. Yeah, right. You want the police to go around with your photograph next? The forest is so thick. What if the boy got snatched up by wild animals or something even worse? Even worse echoed through the hallway. I won't go far. I'll stay away from the forest. Did you hear what I said, or should I repeat myself? Better go pack your school bag or play with Oyla. You've had red hair for 50 plus years? Tell me, how is it? Did we forget the gray phase, Miro? Gray? I mean, like, this was kind of supposed to be like a silver. When did I have gray? The sound of splashing water came from the kitchen. It meant that the argument was over and mom had had the last word. I'm gonna open this fucking under the stair Harry Potter closet. I'm gonna find all the hidden bunnies. Holy shit, that's an axe. Okay, never mind. A dark, stuffy closet. Mom says it smells like mice, but how would she know their smell? She hates it when I stick my nose in there. She's afraid I'll cut myself on the freshly sharpened axe. And Oyla can't even be lured close to it. She thinks Bobby is living in there. I tried to help her fight her fears once. I opened the door and turned on a dim lamp so she could see there was nothing but cobwebs, Dad's tools, and scratched walls. She didn't believe me. And I like to hide in the closet and listen to Oyla count outside. 1, 2, 3, better hide from me. And then drag her feet on the creaking floorboards, hoping she wouldn't need to look for me in the cramped monster's den. Well, I guess we could go to the kitchen. Fuck yeah, snack time! What do we got? Ooh, why do we have so many drugs in the fridge? What's that? Grandma kept ice cream for me and Oyla there, but now I can only see meat bits for soup and clumped together pellamini? I grew to hate them already. What's pellamini? Check out our Russian butter. Alright, nothing there. I don't think we can even talk to Mom. Oh, it was difficult to lie to Mom, but there was no other way for me to run away from home. Mom, something's wrong with the TV. The picture is dim and there are stripes all over the screen. Mom's face became visibly distorted. Oh, you're killing me here. So, have you had enough of shooting those stupid ducks now? Told you the kinescope will go dim because of your console. Where will we find a TV technician in this hole, huh? Maybe it's just the settings? Please, go see for yourself. Strange, it worked fine this morning. Maybe the snowfall caused it? Mom rubbed her hands clean on her apron and went to Oyla's room. Fuck yeah. Sneaking out the house. What does this button do? Ooh, oh, we've got, like, things. The cross had seen so many people come and go in this house. It was black, as if absorbed all human sin from the long years it was hanging under the ceiling. After Grandma died, Mom was going to take it off and hang a horseshoe in its place as a lucky charm, but she cut herself with the cross's sharp corner and almost fell off the stepladder. It's cursed. It's cursed. Pelmeni or Russian dumplings. Ooh, that actually sounds great. Yeah, it sounds like Duck Hunt. Sounds like Duck Hunt. Dad called it a sign from above and ordered the cross be left alone in its rightful place. Damn straight. Don't fucking touch that. Mom's peg top, a family relic. Mom played with it when she was little and she gifted it to me. Oyla was next in the succession line. The toy belonged to her now. She stared at the little dancing spindle as if it could show her something, a fairy tale, or maybe even our future. Now, even my little sister was a bit too old for the old squeaky peg top. What else we got? A phone? My parents prohibit me from making long-distance calls, but from time to time I really want to hear my old friends. Sometimes I would just pick up the phone, listen to the low hum of the Zoomer, and the distant crackling, imagining the wind howling in the ice-leaden chords. Anything else in this? No, I want to do the same thing to the kitchen. What we got? Oh, we got a thing. Senior Lieutenant. Oh, this is the cop. Cool. Newspaper. I took a peek at Mom's crossword. She would get very angry when someone gave her advice, so me and Dad faked knowing the answer and being about to reveal it all the time. I smiled at the fleeting thought. Vertical, 9 letters, the name of the Palestine deity that protected them from viper bites and had the nickname the Lord of Flies. The second letter is an E. I don't know. Anybody know? I'm terrible at those. Terrible at crosswords. Amercom of Russia has declared a state of emergency due to adverse weather conditions. According to the weather forecast, a cyclone is moving towards the region. Expect heavy snowfall, blizzards, and snowdrifts on the road. Keep your eyes open and take care of yourself. Oh yeah, let's just run out of the house during a fucking blizzard. Great idea. The decrepit and stain-covered calendar was once my favorite form of entertainment in Grandma's house. I remember waking up and running into the kitchen so I could tear off yesterday's leaf, first thing in the morning, as if the coming day would get lost in the taiga forest without my help. One day closer to New Year's, one day closer to Grandma's funeral. I haven't touched the calendar for years now. Since the time they started writing dark and spooky death chants that only made me gloomy instead of funny proverbs and superstitions, to be exact. Damn, okay. I grabbed the dusty calendar leaf with caution and tore it off effortlessly. Sadly, the spooky description from my childhood was still there. 7 horses carry the log. If 7 can't carry, bring the 8th from a fairy. They will take it away and never come back. This is the fate the log cannot escape. I crumpled the gray leaf and threw it into the waste bin, hoping to get rid of the anxiousness that washed over me. It was spreading inside me like a stain on blotting paper. Fuck that calendar, man. What the fuck was that even about? What was that? Beelzebub? Beelzebub? Hey, C3, welcome. I didn't see you come in. How's it going? Hello, hello. He has yet to sleep in 32 hours. God, please help. That is not a healthy adult activity. Okay, I think I will stop here. We'll probably just chalk this one up to a Miro's Mini. I don't know how long it is, but it is free to play. So if you guys want to go finish it, you can do so yourself. But for Sunday, the next stream, Sunday at noon, I think we should do a Sleuth Saturday or something. I'll have to look through my games, see what we have. But yeah, I'm going to pick a new game since we just finished up Transistor and leave this one at Miro's Mini. And I will see you guys on Sunday for some sleuthing, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I hope I have a good sleuth one. Not sure. Okay, but let's do our thank yous and our good nights, and I will let you guys get on with your snoozles. Let us do our credits. Let's pick a tune that's maybe a little bit more upbeat. Just maybe. Let's start the KK Slider one over again because I enjoy that one. So, thank you guys so much for being here with me for the end of Transistor. No, it broke! Come back, KK. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you on Sunday for more. KK, come back. KK. There we go. Okay, so Era, thank you for gifting a sub to Cheer Up. Cheer Up, welcome to the Miro Superheroes. AJ, thank you for gifting a sub to Sailing Saturn. Sailing Saturn, welcome to the Miro Superheroes. AJ, thank you for gifting a sub to Yoga Matthew. Yoga Matthew, welcome to the Miro Superheroes. AJ, thank you for gifting a sub to Ace. Ace, welcome back to the Superheroes. Happy 2 months. AJ, thank you for gifting a sub to Realityo. Realityo, happy 3 months. I hope you enjoy your new milestone, your new sub barrel. It was good to see you again. Eric, thank you for gifting us up to Burn. Burn, happy 1 month. Welcome to the Superheroes. AJ, thank you for gifting us up to Mrs. Macarbro. Welcome to the Superheroes. I hope you enjoy your sub. AJ, thank you for gifting a sub to Miro the Gamer, Miro on Fire. I think I missed the Miro on Fire one. Welcome to the Miro's Superheroes. All of my Miro counterparts. I hope you guys enjoy your time here. Welcome, welcome. AJ, thank you for gifting a sub to Mr. Macarbro. Mr. Macarbro, happy 4 months. Welcome back to the Superheroes. It was so good to see you again. I hope to see you again soon. I'm still floored. Mrs. Macarbro exists, right? Me too. It's great. AJ, thank you for gifting a sub to Kalaka and Bird Poop. They go hand in hand. Welcome to the Miro Superheroes. And Eric, thank you for gifting a sub to Sound Alerts. Sound Alerts, happy 1 month. Welcome to the Superheroes. Eric, thank you for gifting a sub to That Short Guy. That Short Guy, welcome to the Superheroes. I hope you enjoyed your time here. Cookie, thank you for the resub. Happy 30 months. I hope you're sleeping well. Thank you for the continued support. AJ, thank you for the resub. Happy 31 months. I'm so sorry your face was leaking at the beginning of the stream, but I hope I cheered you up. Improps, thank you for the resub. Happy 7 months. Thank you, Amps, for the continued support. And Crazy Awesome Man, thank you for the follow while we were offline. I hope you enjoy your time here. Thank you guys for being here with me for the End of Transistor and a little bit of a creepy free-to-play visual novel. Yeah, I will see you guys Sunday for a new game. And maybe look out for a poll. If I find multiple options, I might have you choose. So I will see you guys Sunday. Until then, have a wonderful week and weekend. Bye.